Hi guys, welcome to AS Testimony Talk Show again, and I have Miss Lawman, and we basically her story is so touching, and we decided to do part two of her story. So to all my viewers who watched part one, welcome for part two. Again, if you are our first time watcher, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. So whenever time we post or go live, you can be notified. So we left off where Miss Loman, she had been married for so many years, but during her marriage, is like she tried to produce a child, but unfortunately, all her attempts failed, and so she is here testifying about the goodness of God. Ms. Lawman, again, thank you so much for taking the time out to be on the AA's Testimony Talk Show. So, on part one, we left off where you mentioned that Bishop came on time to rescue you.
Yes.
To tell us about that experience, what really transpired when Bishop came down by Old Harbor.
Okay. When Bishop came by Old Harbor, um, we were at the edge of. I was at the edge of
Giving up.
giving up completely.
Wow. Mm.
And but I still attend church, and because it's when God have a purpose for you. Yes, and I still attend church, and I remember Bishop came and he ministered, and I said, yes, this is the man.
This is the man.
This is the man. God sent a man. And Bishop, he helped me. He preached over my son, lay my son to rest, and all of those things, keep in touch, encouraging. Um, which is some. I would not say all, but all right. He been there for us, or should I say for me, and we do appreciate him. He's a good man. He's a good man. He stood up with me. I remember we were having Mother's Day at church, and he came and I was in tears.
Oh my God.
And they were giving out Mother's Day card and stuff like that. And I was sit there and I was in tears. And Bishop said, "Leave him." Some person, my sisters and brothers were saying, "Get up and go," and because they were calling my name. And Bishop said, "Leave her. Let she sit.
Yes.
Let she cry.
Yes.
Let she grieve.
Yes.
Leave her." Yes, and I sit there and I cried my heart out. But you know, I really want to that. I feel low in myself.
Yes. Yes.
I know many ladies can attest to this who have gone through the same thing that I have went through, losing so many child, so many marriage. I know personally broke up because of it. The husband saying, or the baby for the boyfriend saying, "I cannot stay with you because something is wrong with you." So I know marriage break up because of miscarriages
Yes.
or none at all. Yes. But thanks be to God, my husband stood by me. He stood by me. He don't look down on me. He cares at times when we sit down and we're talking about the loss of our children. He would say to me, "Stay in a God."
Ah.
He is my biggest fan.
Wow.
He said, "Stay in a God."
Stay in a God.
Because if you see yourself, especially when you lose the second child, if you see how you look, he said he surprised to see me even standing. When he see me, he see death.
Wow.
Like a dead person.
Yes. Yes.
And he encouraged me. He said, "Stay in a Christ." He pushed me. At time I don't feel like I want to go to church. He said, "No,
Go to church.
you have to."
Wow.
Yes, my biggest fan, my husband.
Absolutely.
He pushed me. And he did get saved. He baptized and get saved.
Ah, that's
yes, but he turned
Yes,
back
yeah, but-
because the pastor of our pastor.
Yes.
Yes, and he turned back, and but I'm still praying for him
To come back.
to come back
And
to
I
God.
believe he's gonna come back.
He is.
He's going to.
He is.
You said that during the whole process you felt low in your spirit, knowing that it was Mother's Day, and you were there crying.
Yes.
And I know as knowing what you have been through,
Yes.
all the child that you have lost or children
Yes.
that you have lost, you felt low in the spirit. And like you felt low. But while you were saying that, it's like this song came to me. When I'm low in the spirit, I cry, Lord, lift me up, for I want to. So it's like Bishop came on time, just in time, just to rescue, because you said that you were planning on just giving up everything.
Yes, because I see myself as nothing. I see myself as nothing. I was even planning. When I lose the second child, um, my husband loves me, he stay, but myself, my Lord, I keep on saying something is wrong with
Oh,
me.
yes.
And he would encourage me and said, no, nothing is wrong
Wrong
with
with
you. But
you.
I still said, yes, something is wrong with me. So I remember this evening, because the tenement yard, I just walked through person's home and I just take up pill. I don't know what it is for. I just went through and I take up a lot of pill. And I made myself, I write a note
Oh
and
my
I
God.
put it under a pillow and I take all the pills.
So you're thinking
My
about
husband didn't
suicide.
know about it. He didn't know about it, what I was doing, but I did. I just walked through homes and take up pills. Um, and I took the whole of them and I lied on my back with the note under my pillow. And I said, yes, this is it.
This is it.
I'm going to die.
But the devil is a liar.
He is indeed a liar.
Oh my God.
I woke up and I went to sleep, but I woke up. I woke up hungry. And when I woke up, I touched myself. And I called my husband name. I said, Lally, just to make sure he hears me. Because I want to die.
I want to die.
I take all of those pills just to die. But yet still I woke up hungry, fit as ever. Never have to go to the hospital. And I know persons who take overdose and they have to went to hospital. You understand? And I
Yes.
woke up.
God's
I woke up because God has purpose for me.
purpose is
He
upon your
has
life
purpose
indeed.
for me. Yes, and to be honest, speaking to you now, even now, I still feel a little low. Maybe more than a little. I
And
still feel away.
it is because of
Yes.
what people are saying to you.
Yes.
And so that is why it is very important, my viewers. Even your own child or own children, do not speak down on them, because what? They will take it to heart, and they will basically develop this low self-esteem. So you have to be mindful of that. She basically is struggling with the same low self-esteem issue. So you have to be mindful. What? Why? Because what? Other females out there mocked her, stigmatized her, because she's unable to produce a child for her husband. But Mrs. Lawman, I believe that everyone that God has created, I believe you are not, maybe God did not design you to give birth to a physical child.
Yes.
But I believe you are a mother for many who are
Yes.
in need of a mother.
Yes.
Right? And so many people might say, oh, I don't have any child, but what? You are a mother for so many out there.
That's so true.
And so you have to use that as a stepping stone, as a ladder to climb and say, hey, it doesn't matter what people have to say. I am a mother because a person look up to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So all of that, all of what you just said, I mean, trust me, your story is so um, powerful and so sad and everything. But you know, again, the Bible say in everything we must give thanks,
Yes.
give thanks unto Him, because
Yes.
God knows everything. He
Yes.
knows us from we we're in our mother womb, and so the experience of that is like, you wanted to give up on God and say, hey, I don't want to come back to church, I don't want to do anything. But Bishop came on time for
Yes.
you. And so, there are many persons out there, many couples
Yes.
going through the same thing. Many women out there, they are, being mocked, stigmatized by other ladies or
Yes.
females. but you have walked this road and you know what it feels like. So I want you to tell my viewers, tell my audience, yes, tell my audience, encourage them right now. So what can you say to them to uplift their spirit?
Okay. I will say to you, trust God. Trust God. Might be you are not in the position, or maybe you did not went through what I went through. Okay, maybe your husband, you're in the same your husband left you because of cannot give birth to a child, or you have so many miscarriages. Don't you give up, because God don't give up on you. And I must applaud the good husbands that are out there who knows their wives. I must applaud them, because it is not easy, especially in a time as this, because you have many females in this time, they are walking around particular naked. You understand me? So I must applaud. So ladies, wives, if you are going through it, trust God. Even though I've been through it, but I'm still here.
You're still here.
I should have died from that time that the child died in me for 3 days. I should have died, because to my understanding, as soon as a person died, the births leave their body, they started to decay. And the child was inside of me for 3 days, decaying. But yet still I am here. Don't give up. Don't look down on yourself. Don't beat yourself too much. I beat myself, as I just said before. Yes, even now at times. But you know what? I have some good church sisters who are with me. I call them at time and I cry to them. They encourage me. Um, Missionary Robinson is one of them. She always told me, Missionary Laman, don't you dare look down on yourself. You are good enough. Christ have you here for a purpose. And I'm saying this to say to you, you may be been to doctors, you may be been to, um, just like that lady with the issue of blood. You know, you see so many physicians. But I'm just encourage you tonight. If you are going through what I'm going through, seek God. Seek God. You understand? Maybe we don't, as my host, as my brother has said, um, give but we can be mothers. We are mothers. I am mothers. I am a mother. You can be a mother. So many child out there would love to be adopted. Yes. So don't, ladies, don't look down on yourself. Don't beat yourself too much. And I encourage you to look to God. He is everything. That's what kept me. That's what kept me through all these years. Even though at times I feel like I want to die, but I hear this still voice speaking to me. Press on, press on. Sometimes I don't feel like go to church, but I hear the still voice. Press on. You understand? So seek God. Maybe your husband leave you, your baby father leave you. Turn to Jesus. Turn to Jesus, because better is on before. And I just want to say I thank God for Bishop Cyril Francis, a true man of God who stepped in right on time. Right on time. He is truly a man of God. And you know, even when I was going through it at that time, because it is a long time, my birth children died. Yes, and I went to church, and I feel like, I want to give up. But, but God, but God, but God. You understand me? So I'm saying to you, mothers out there, and I just want to say to us as Christians, child of God, because we too do it. We too do. I have filled the hands of my sister's sons, that all. but I do feel the hands of Christians attending different church, say bad stuff, look down. When I take my son, when I found out about him and I take him and go him, they said bad things. But because I know the God in whom I serve,
Mm-hmm.
you understand? So I'm encourage you all.
Absolutely.
Through it all, I have been through and I'm still standing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We will be taking a break at this moment. We'll soon come back. Welcome back to AA's Testimony Talk Show again, guys. My name is Akeem Smith, and I'm your host. And tonight, missionary or Mrs. I want to say Mrs. Mrs. Lawman is here, telling us her story of what she have been through. And so I know for sure that you have heard, what she said before we just went and break, where she was encouraging, couples or females who are going through something similar to what she's been through. And so you said something earlier, Miss Lawman or Missionary Lawman, that that those or that situation affect you, where you develop low self-esteem.
Yes.
And I'm gonna say
Yes.
this live on YouTube that you are beautiful, you are wonderfully made, and so it doesn't matter because you cannot bear a child physically. You're gonna look down on yourself. Do not do that. That's the devil plan. That is the deal. I remember, listen to me, I remember even myself here. I know sometimes I talk a bit fast. I have a stutter, a speech in disorder. And sometimes it's like I tend to think that, okay, because I have this thing, it's like I'm bringing down myself or developing this low self-esteem. But listen to me, I don't care if I have this speech disorder. I don't care if sometimes, yeah, the speech disorder. I just still do my thing because what I know that God, one day, God is gonna help me to, just to relax and just do my thing. At the end of the day, sometimes people come around us, come in our life, speak bad about you so that you can develop those low self-esteem. And so this thing is very important, mothers, fathers, brothers, and sister, family. Be ye careful of what you say to your children. Be ye careful of what you say to people because what? Having low self-esteem, it is not good. It is not good. I remember again when I was in primary school, growing up, auntie, as I said that, your peers is like they're so, it's like they're a troublemaker. And them like them a troublemaker, I keep my ears big. Yeah, big ears, my black and everything. And to be honest, missionary law man, it's like when I was in high school and in primary school, it's like I used to stay by myself. What? Because what? Because of what people are saying. Because of what they said about me. The low
Yes.
self-esteem that developed within inside of me.
Yes. Yes.
But what I did not use or let those words or let what people say about me
Yes.
allow me to be in a box.
Yes.
And so, because you're not able to produce a child, the devil wants you to stay in this box and just close up.
Yes.
But no, God did not create you to stay in a box. God created you to do his will and to help people out there and to be
Amen.
mother for a child that is needed of a mother.
Amen.
But in our closing, I want you to tell us what is on your tell us just your few little words. What do you want to say to the audience before we go right now? What do you want to say to tell them again? Encouraging, just leave something that will could motivate them or could encourage them right now before we close this show.
Okay. I just want to say, um, I can understand, truly understand when unsaved said bad stuff because I when they said it, I said they don't know better. They don't know better, right? But for us, children of God, I just want to say, let us just live in love. do more, because the most low self-esteem I developed was in church. Yes,
Because of
was in
church
church
people, yes.
because of church
What
people.
they're seeing.
Yes, because of what you're saying. I normally would go to church and sit at the back, always at the back. Yes. So my may soul rest in peace, he would say to me, missionary Lawman, you hear me tell her stop, sit at the back, come up. Yeah, they always motivate me. But because of some Christian church people, we tend at times to bring down even our own when we should know better. Yes, when we should have known better. We should, be more encouraging, more understanding, because we are on a different path. We want to go to that place where our Father gone to prepare for us. And if he said, if he go and prepare, then he's going to come and take us. But remember, he said, no sin. Sometimes we look at some small stuff and we said, well, this can go on. No, sometimes that small stuff that we said can go, it is the biggest sin.
Absolutely.
Even though there is no big sin and little sin, because every sin is sin.
S-I-N. That's right,
Yes.
sin.
But sometimes we have, a tendency of saying that this can go on, and the little stuff.
Yes.
That is the stuff that hurts
Yes,
the
we overlook
most.
that one.
Yes. So I'm encouraging us tonight. Just let us just live in love.
Yes.
Because I must say this. I have a special gift. I have a special gift. I was called at an early age. I walked when I was 7 months. Yes, we were playing church, and we were there playing, and I look up in the sky and I saw what I saw. And the next thing I remember is our parents. They came and they were saying, no, she's not playing. This is real. Understand? And from that moment, I have a special gift. I cannot talk about it. No, God doesn't give me permission to do so.
Yes.
But when the time is right, the Holy Ghost
Yes.
will reveal it.
Reveal it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So I can know when. All right, let me just leave that. Let just say I have a
Yes.
special gift.
You have a special
Yes.
gift.
So let's just look to God.
Yes.
Love,
Yes.
love,
Mm.
love.
Love.
And I must say, I thank God for Bishop Cyril Francis, a
Again,
true man of
yes.
God. He is indeed a true man. And to be honest, more of me is coming out now.
Yes.
Yes, more of me is coming out now
Yes.
because of this new change.
To God be the glory.
This new change.
To God
So
be the
whatever
glory.
we are going through, don't give up on God.
Mm.
At times we give up on God. We choose to do what we want to do. We step out, because I could have stepped out. Even when my son died, I was saying, you know what? We done with church. Me I go out there. But then I sit back and I said, if I go there, what use would it make? My soul will be lost. What
Absolutely.
use will it make? So just let us live in love and unity. Continue to pray for one another. When
Absolutely.
someone is going through a rough time, a bad time, don't look down on them. Just help us, especially we who have called, God has called to do his work.
Absolutely. Amen. Let me say in closing, guys, please remember to watch, or should say like, comment, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? But Miss Lawman, I'm gonna leave you with 3 words, because sometimes the enemy um, come up like a flood, come to discourage us, and he realized that you have this low self-esteem issue.
Yes.
And so I'm gonna
That's
leave
true.
3 words with you. Whenever time that thing come up, just say these 3 words. You are bold, you're beautiful, and you are a purpose. So you are bold, you're beautiful, and you are a purpose. So you should say, I am a purpose, I am beautiful, and I am bold. Those 3 words, once you repeat those 3 words whenever time that thing come up, trust me, you will conquer that low self-esteem problem or issue. Again, thank you so much for taking the time out to be an AS Testimony Talk Show. I really appreciate you, Miss Lauman. It's a pleasure having you. And to
Most
all my
welcome.
viewers, thank you so much again for taking the time out to join me live on the AS Testimony Talk Show. I really appreciate you all. Please join us next week, Sunday, same time, same place for another Power Pack show. We will be having, you know her. Her name is Sheena. She's also a YouTube talk show host. She will be on my show. Again, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe so whenever time we go live, you can be notified. I'm your host, Akeem Smith. Thank you for watching.